Good morning. This is my warning to you. It's Monday morning. If you have small children who are watching this, maybe this is not the episode to watch. If it's Monday morning, well, and you don't want to talk about death, this might not be the episode to watch. Is that enough time? Alright, did everybody click off? Watch it later. If you're not digging it. So, why do I start off with every one of these episodes with, if you're watching this, then you probably think that, or you know, however I started off, about murder. It comes down to the fact that I think about death a normal amount, as much as anybody else thinks about death. But I focus on it a little bit. What's spurring this conversation is that I was listening to an interview with Andrew McCarthy. Is that the actor from Weekend at Bernie's? Yeah, 16 Candles. And he had mentioned a line that stuck with me, is that when his dad was dying, he went and spent his last days together with him, and he could see the fear of death in his eyes. Fear of death in his eyes. And I had the gut reaction of, I don't want to be afraid on my deathbed. And it goes into a little bit of a religion, and I'm not really going to go through that, but just that fear as that we have as children. A couple weird things happen in the next couple of days. Is that my daughter just started breaking down, and she said, what happens if there's no God and when we die it's just darkness? And we had a bigger conversation about that. It ended up with us talking about how cows are milked, but overall I remember that fear, and it's still in me, of what happens if it's just darkness? What happens if there's just nothing? And is that fear? Is that... No, it is fear. The fear of that just complete what is no longer, and it's all just right now. And as children, she was very upset about it, and I remember having that feeling because it's still in me, but I use life and small problems to mask that fear. Like, you almost have to put it out of your mind so that you can live your life, because if all you do is sit around and think about death coming, depending on how you work with that, either you're living each day to the fullest or you're just waiting. I think the realization is that as a child, she has it, I had it, I have it now, and that to hear that be on your deathbed and you're still having those great fears is terrifying. I feel like right now you're searching. I'm searching for answers, and maybe you find them. Maybe some people find them. That's the other thing is, I've also heard stories about people who are at peace, but there is fear of the unknown. And maybe I need to examine that a little bit more. I don't know, the idea of being afraid up until the last moment, that's what brought me fear. That's what scared me. I asked my oldest son if he's gonna want my house someday, or if he's gonna take over the house someday and live in the house. And then he said, after you die, I'll probably already be living in a bigger house. Which I thought was a lot of shade to throw at somebody who's not paying any bills for this one. I think it's okay to focus on death and to think about death, because it really brings it back to the here and now and your actions today and true problems and what we're really working for and what we're trying to do while we're here. It's kind of an umbrella about that. So the reason why I start every video with, if you're watching this, that means I've been murdered, is not only I think about death, but I think we all think about death. And when you hear something like that, it brings up feelings, catches people's attention, because people avoid thinking about it externally, but internally I think it's there. I don't know, is this a somber Monday video, or like hey, we're all gonna die, so why not live our life to the fullest? I love when I start phrases with, we're all gonna die. I don't know, I feel good. Could be healthier though. I didn't go into a whole thing about it. I think this is why I make videos, but maybe that's another video. Have a good day. Don't think about that.